Hi, I'm Mrs. Clemens and I'm so excited about this school year. In this video, I will share with you how our math class is going to be different than what you're probably used to. So welcome to the flipped classroom. So what is a flipped classroom anyway? Basically, the flipped class allows me to make the most of my face-to-face time with the students by removing the lecture or direct instruction style of teaching out of the classroom as much as possible. In this way, more learning and exploring can take place in class while the students are present, where they spend the majority of their academic time anyway. Let's talk about some differences between the flipped class and the traditional class. In the traditional classroom, normally the teacher is at the front of the classroom teaching in some type of lecture or direct instruction format. Students are sitting at their desks and they're listening and watching the teacher. The students may participate by asking questions or answering questions, but the focus is on the teacher teaching the lesson. There may be time for independent work, small group time, and all of those things that are also incorporated in a traditional classroom style. Then the students are assigned homework and they're sent home and they're expected to do the homework and remember the skill that was taught in the classroom. Now, in the flipped classroom, things look a little bit different. In the flipped classroom, there is little to no direct instruction or lecture going on at all when the students walk into the classroom. The focus is on learning. Students are busy learning from the moment they get into the classroom until the time our math time is up when they leave. So the students are asking questions, they are working on group assignments, they're doing hands-on activities, and they are practicing. And then for homework, what I would normally have done at the beginning of the classroom by starting with a lecture, that is content that is now sent home with the students to take care of doing homework. So this is why it's the flipped classroom. One of the reasons why it's called a flipped classroom. So the students will view the lecture or direct instruction style content at home for homework. During this time, they will summarize, they will practice, and they will ask or write down any questions that they have. So how does that look for homework? Well, the students will still have homework every night. They'll still have their regularly assigned nightly homework, with the exception of 1 to 3 nights per week, where the homework will be viewed through a video type of content, and we're going to use Edmodo for our platform. More information about Edmodo will be given out in class. The nights that they do not have a video style homework, they will have practice problems. They may do things like math articles, polls, questionnaires, things like that. The main thing that I would like for the students to focus on while they're doing homework is that they are thinking about the content. They're thinking about and becoming interested in the math that they are learning. Now, what's class going to look like? A little bit more about that. In class, instead of the lecture, because remember, you did that for homework already. No direct instruction. You will come in and we will immediately start focusing on learning. We'll start talking about the questions that you have, about any of the content that you view. You will discuss those questions and get answers from your peers, other kids that are in the classroom that may have the same questions. I will facilitate this, walking around, talking to you in your groups and within your pairs to make sure that I clear up any confusion that you have about the content. Then we dive right in and we start the work. We start practicing the content, the stuff that you would normally do at home with your parents, working on homework and trying to remember the content. You get to now do that with me in class while I'm present and with you and can help you to the best of my ability, more so than I would be able to when you take things home and you're trying to work on them independently or with your parents. So we have those things to do. We also will be working on hands-on activities, using manipulatives, doing experiments, using the laptops. So we have a lot more class time for math to do math stuff. One of the main things that we need to take care of right away, right up front, we need to figure out and establish how you will participate in assignments when the internet is required. I can help you if you do not have internet access at home or you don't have a computer at home. I just need to know how I can help you. I have listed things on the slide that gives us some room in case this may be a problem for you by bringing in a thumb drive or having it put on a DVD, things like that. Those things are all workable, even with you bringing in your own smart devices. And right now, our capabilities would be with iSmart devices like iPhones, iPads, iPods, those types of devices. So we can work around those types of issues to make sure that you're still able to participate in what we're doing with our class. And as I conclude this video, I want to stress that we use technology in the flipped classroom to support instruction. Technology in no way, shape, or form replaces teaching and learning. It just doesn't. The number one goal that I have is for every student in our classroom to be successful. This next slide is just a visual showing how our in-class and out-of-class time looks, what it looks like in the flipped class environment, as we are using this continuous cycle of engaging, exploring, explaining, and extending in the flipped classroom. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can contact me through my email address. You can contact me through the school office, any of those ways, and the contact information is given to you at orientation or during the first week of school, those types of things. So again, welcome to Math, the flipped class, and we're going to have a wonderful year of exploring and learning together. See you in class.